Planet hopping through the solar system, you might be tempted to believe that Mercury, being closest to the Sun, would be the hottest planet around, but oh, you'd be mistaken. Welcome, my fellow astro enthusiasts, to Venus, the scorching enigma. Out here, we measure heat, not in cozy afternoon sun rays, but in an astonishing 900 degree Celsius. That's hotter than the surface of Mercury. Imagine stepping onto a world where lead melts as easily as ice cream on Earth on a warm day. That's the reality on Venus, where every day is a hot summer day, only without the relief of a cool lemonade or an air conditioner. Her extreme surface temperatures are a glowing testament to her molten lava rivers and the blanket of carbon dioxide trapping the sun's heat. Never mind winter here, turning down the heat isn't an option. So next time you plan an interstellar trip, remember, Venus is one sun-kissed world you might want to observe from a comfortable distance. Our story takes place on the sweeping African savanna bathed golden in the setting sun. The stage has been set for the star of the show, the colossal African elephant, a marvel of Mother Nature. Its sheer size would hold any observer in awe, as adult males tip the scales at an astonishing 14,000 pounds. Unmatched in the animal kingdom, they bear the title of the heaviest land dwellers on the planet. Visualize, if you will, the gentle giants moving with mesmerizing grace through their natural domain, uprooting trees with the finesse only they can display. Their day revolves around one significant task. To maintain their mammoth size, they devour a staggering 300 pounds of vegetation daily. By the simple act of eating, they shape the landscape, creating pathways and clearing areas that allow other wildlife to flourish. Such is life in the wild for Earth's gentle giants, every day a testament to their power, their importance to the ecosystem, and their sheer majesty. Have you ever imagined a world where giants are gentle and predators are pacifists? This is not a fantasy, but a reality in the vast abyss of our oceans. Meet the whale shark, the gentle giant of the seas. Don't let the name shark fool you, though, for these creatures are unlike their more infamous cousins. Whale sharks, the largest of all fish, glide gracefully through the waters. You might expect them to have teeth as fearsome as their size, but surprisingly, they boast a mouthful of hundreds of tiny, almost useless teeth. Instead of hunting other marine creatures, they are filter feeders. They open their wide, gaping mouths to take in water abundant in tiny plant organisms called plankton, their main source of nourishment. Not every shark is a predator, and the whale shark is the perfect embodiment of this lesser-known truth. Did you know the moon has water? Yes, it's true. Our barren, seemingly desolate celestial neighbor is not as dry as we once thought. NASA's Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite, also known as LCROSS, helped us look closer and uncovered the moon's hidden secrets. In 2009, a thrilling revelation was made. There's icy water lurking in the shadows of the moon's craters. This discovery, like glowing blue gems scattered across the lunar landscape, set the stage for a revolution in space exploration. As the moon glimmers in our night sky, we gaze up, our curiosity piqued, and our dreams of the cosmos reignited. The discovery of lunar water is not just about quenching our scientific thirst. It could be the springboard that propels humanity farther into space than ever before, establishing lunar bases, refueling stations, and maybe even paving the way for us to step foot on Mars. We stand on the cusp of a new era, with the moon's icy treasure acting as our gateway to the stars. Have you ever noticed that when one person yawns, it's almost like a chain reaction ignites around them? This is what we call contagious yawning. You might think it's only due to tiredness or boredom, but hold on to your seats because there's much more to this than meets the eye. Scientists believe that this wide-mouthed act may have roots blossoming in the cradle of our social instincts. Empathy. Curious? Let's catch the contagion. But here's the jackpot question. Why do we yawn at all? Is it our body's loud and clear reminder to catch up on some sleep? Or is it a clever routine played out by the body to cool down our brain? The science behind these queries is fascinating, but it's also unfinished. After centuries of investigations, the reasons why we yawn still manage to baffle even the brightest minds in the field. So whether you're yawning out of fatigue or empathy, or simply because you saw a video about yawning, get ready to explore the still uncharted mystery of yawning. Did you know that the longest word in English has 45 letters, 9 blanco spaces, and it's a lung disease? That's a mouthful to say, but today we're taking on the 7-syllable challenge. Brace yourself as we break down the colossal word, pneumono-ultra-microscopic silicovolcan oconiosis. Don't let it scare you. We'll pronounce it syllable by syllable. As each syllable pops up on your screen, we'll unravel not just the pronunciation, but also the intriguing meaning hidden in each part of this mammoth term. This lung disease is caused by inhaling very fine silicate or quartz dust. But there's more. Each part of the word gives us insight into the complexity of the human body and its interaction with the environment. Join us as we embark on this exciting journey of dissecting the longest word in English. Ever find yourself bristling with tiny prickly goosebumps? It might feel strange or even unnecessary, particularly if you shiver in an overly air-conditioned room or feel your heart race in the front row of a horror movie. But believe it or not, these goosebumps are tiny reminders of our wild past, a survival mechanism built deep in our DNA from our animal ancestors. Picture this, an ancient creature confronted by a hungry predator. Frightened but defiant, their fur flares out, each hair standing on end, making them appear bigger, more intimidating. Or on a cold, ice-cloaked winterscape, where they relied on the same hair-raising phenomenon to trap in warmth. Their bodies knew just how to react, with what we now know as goosebumps. As we evolved, we might have lost the fur, but the instinct to get goosebumps, that's still with us. Welcome to the vibrant underwater realm where a minute warrior, the mantis shrimp, resides. Hidden amongst tantalizing corals or dug into a snug burrow, this flamboyant creature is more than just a pretty sight. Although it might look quite harmless, a mantis shrimp holds a staggering secret. It possesses the fastest punch in the animal kingdom, faster than a .22 caliber bullet. Confused? Intrigued? Let us plunge you into this fascinating world. Watch as, within the blink of an eye, this marine marvel unleashes a lethal blow with the power to shatter glass. The impact of the mantis shrimp's punch is delivered with such speed and force that it boils the water around it, a phenomenon known as supercavitation. This is the underwater world's best-kept secret, the magnificent and awe-inspiring mantis shrimp, with a punch that quite literally defies belief.